Well,
hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello.
It didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I don't know where
Welcome. Where are you?
You witches have already hidden me. So
you didn't even give me enough time to get my cards out.
Well,
Hold on.
I don't know what's going on. So you may just see. Well, at least you can hear me. I love it when these paranormal shows go astray the moment you start. So I have no idea what's going on with me. So while I'm trying to figure this out, let's see. I would say we're live on yergsradio.com if you want to listen there, and Rainbow Radio. I'm not sure if we're on the Parapost network because, well, I'm suspended currently for a weapons violation on Facebook.
My bad, guys.
I think it. Oh,
sorry.
Excuse the technical difficulties. We will be with you in just a moment.
I'm just gonna hide over here in the corner.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just the antlers were too much for Facebook.
Yeah, I don't know what you did to me, Cheyenne. So welcome to the Paranormal Guys. I'm here in spirit.
Glenn is coming to us live from the third realm. What's the weather? What's the weather looking like over there, Glenn?
It's 48 and rainy in the Great Northern Kingdom, and it is just cheery here. I can assure you. So
raining souls. All right. I see it.
Maybe I'll just put that over there above where my face should be. I don't know.
That didn't even work.
My mother told me I had a face for radio. I don't know. So
there you go.
So I'm still pushing buttons, but while I'm doing this, looks like the camera is locked. Wow. How about that? So, whoa, I don't know what the hell button I just pushed, but that wasn't the right one. So we will just carry on. I'm still here. We do a radio show, so you don't need to see me. Cheyenne, you can lead the show here. I'll just hide in the background. Erin,
I'm not leading anything here. I'm leading the weapons of mass destruction. That's all I'm here to lead.
Stop it. Okay, stop it. Here you go. Tell you what, will this make me feel any better? If I could, hold on it. Yeah, there we go. That's a stout cider. I'm trying another cider. I would show you. But
cheers, Amanda. Where's the? Yeah. Cheers, everybody.
Bottle. I do have a little skull on here.
There you go.
Oh, that's cute. A little topper.
No.
Timu, it's like $1.
So, KG, welcome. Rock Solid. Hey, we're glad to see you. Lynn,
you're still late.
Well, they may not have been. It may have been operator error by me. Rock Solid work. Oh, wait a minute. They want a double size of Shea Square.
I told you, Erin.
You see, maybe I'm not really needed on my own shows. I'm just beginning to wonder.
See, that's I'm just they're here for the weapons of mass destruction.
So I need to wear something better next time. Got it.
I can't really put that in the show description, but
Hey, you can hide the tags down at the bottom.
Yeah. Oh Lord. So, well, yeah, I'm not even gonna try and figure it out. We're running, and that's all that counts. And I've got the three beautiful ladies on screen, and they don't really come here to see me anyhow. They just come here to hear me pontificate, so I can still do that. So cheers, Chris. Everybody, please thumbs up, like, share, follow, all that good stuff. I've got my apple cider. Tonight, I can't show you the bottle or mug, whatever the hell this thing is. Can. It is Unified Press by Stowe Cider. And I forgot we're FM. I'm not supposed to cuss. Damn it. So, yeah, I'll give my producer something to do.
Keep
so
digging that hole.
Yeah. While I'm up here in the Great Northern Kingdom, I'm buying weapons of mass destruction. So, Jesus Christ, somebody will report that next. So,
Well, I've said it how many times already, so they better.
Yeah. Oh, and what's even better is we're going out on yergsradio.com, which is owned by a retired Secret Service agent. So, hey, so I'm good.
You're welcome, Ross.
So wait, I should be afraid of people showing up at my house in black vans and stuff? No. They're retired, so it's okay.
We can neither confirm nor deny. I apologize.
Got it. No worries.
So, Erin, tell us about yourself.
Please. Okay. Enough about me.
Be quiet. Shh. Let the ladies talk.
So, my name is Erin, and I live in Tennessee. No. Actually, yes, my name is Erin, but I don't know what to really tell you. I come from a long line of, I suppose, what you would call sensitives. I originally grew up in Southern California, and I don't know if you're aware or not, but Southern California is actually kind of a hotbed of weirdness. And so I grew up being...
Now, what kind of weirdness? We should specify.
all kinds of weirdness. If you've ever been to West Hollywood.
Sign me up.
But actually, it's home of some of the older Indian communities and some really not great stuff. So I grew up being exposed to a lot of very different energies, weird things. And, like I said, from a long line Hungarian descent and Scottish and American Indian descent, all converged in this one person. That leaves me open to a lot of weirdness that I, bury deep down like the rest of us do in our everyday lives. Bury it all.
Shut it down there.
Exactly. So that's me for the win.
That's what she said myself on that one.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
Anything else you want to know about me? Fun questions? I will tell you anything.
What has been your craziest experience out there? Because I know, like with the Indian burial grounds and things like that, it's real.
Yeah, it is. It is. So I contacted him about the experience that I had as a young teenager going to the Gingerbread Mansion. But probably one of the actually craziest, most like deep down, truly terrifying experiences I ever had was at a place called Black Star Canyon in Southern California. It's this waterfall area way out in Orange County, of all places, kind of back in the canyon. And it's well known for weird things happening and people who utilize substances to escape their everyday lives. So we were actually, my now husband and I had been out hanging out with friends, and he decided, I'm gonna take you back that way. Let's just go for fun, because he didn't quite believe that I have these sensitive leanings. So he decided, right?
Rude.
So rude. But after that night, yeah, he doesn't. He now believes after that night in particular. But we were driving down that road, and I'm like, I don't like it here. I don't like it here. There's something bad. You need to turn around. It's chasing us. You need to turn around. Something is coming to get us. And it's not like this, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like a thing you can necessarily see. I've only seen things a few times. I tend to hear and feel more than anything else. And it was just this very visceral sense of being hunted and being prey, for lack of a better term. And I didn't grow up in Orange County, Southern California. I actually grew up in the Barrio. I grew up in La Puente. You have to understand, physically, like totally white bread. I look like physically, I'm straight a white woman. Once you start digging down, I grew up in, Latino gang communities from Southern California. So I was never really aware of Black Star Canyon. I didn't know anything about it. I'm not originally from Orange County. And it wasn't really until he took me out there and I told him, you need to get across the river right now. You need to get across the river because it's coming for me. I don't know what it is. It wants me. You have to get across the river. And I have never felt so ill and sick to my stomach. I'd never felt like I was prey before. I never felt like I was that rabbit being hunted by a wolf until that moment. And that didn't happen until 39, 40 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So it wasn't until after that I actually did some research, and Black Star Canyon is known to be one of the more violent hotspots. If you want,
I was going to say, did you do any digging into like what that could have been?
Well, I personally did not. I can tell you that from my perspective, it was not of this plane. It wasn't a ghost. It wasn't normal energy. It was something that had been called there by years and years, hundreds of years of conflict. It was bad. It was, for lack of a better term, evil, because I don't necessarily believe in like the commonalities of good versus evil. I think it's kind of this big gray morality thing, and it just depends on how lightly you color. That thing was not okay.
Oh.
Hey, Shay, did you know that he described you as his prey? How does that make you feel? With the antlers on, it works.
I'm fine with it. That's all I have to say on that matter.
Just own it.
It sounds demonic, doesn't it?
Remember, weapons of mass destruction. He stands no chance.
Yeah. Yes, if I had to describe it as anything, I would say it was demonic. Because you have to understand, it was Indians or Native Americans, and then the Catholic Church came in. And the Catholic Church is not known necessarily at that time for their kindness, their joy and love of spreading the word of the gospel. They were not nice about it. And add all of the years of the two specific tribes. There were two specific tribes that fought because it was one of the few water resources in the area. So we're talking a long, long time, a lot of conflict. So that was probably like the worst feeling I've ever had in my entire life. Would I describe it as demonic? Absolutely. I would say it was 100% demonic. And I actually made my husband take me home, and I made him go get me salt, and I scrubbed myself with salt that night because I couldn't, the feeling was there. It's oily.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
And you were just in the vehicle, like you guys didn't get out and walk around anywhere?
Yeah, no, I didn't get out. I refused to get out. He tried to pull over. And stop and say,
Oh.
Not going to happen, not doing it. Let's go. No. And that was just in the vehicle. And I made him drive until we crossed over. And I was crying. I was bawling, telling him we need to leave now. And I made him drive until we crossed over water, and then he could slow down. Because
what was his response to it?
Okay. Are you crazy? What's going on here? You might be a little bit crazy.
Hey, he put a ring on it, so
He did. He loves my brand of crazy. What can I say? But he did. He took me home that night, and after that, I was like, "Wait, what are you telling me?" Because after I started researching Black Star Canyon after that, 'cause I had no knowledge of it. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's supposed to be really haunted." I'm like,
you didn't tell me that before now.
I'm pretty sure that the words I had to say are not legal on the radio.
Fair.
So
Warranted. Deserved.
yeah, it wasn't great. Yeah.
Now, so what? Go ahead. You finished with what you were saying.
Oh no. Go ahead, please.
Well, I was curious as to what your story with the Gingerbread Mansion was for everybody that doesn't know.
Okay. So growing up, I grew up with an older sister, and my mom was a single mom. And she decided to do what she called a kidnapping trip for the weekend. It wasn't an actual kidnapping. She packed everything up and she picked us up early from school one day, and she wouldn't tell us where we were going. And she had planned this amazing trip, and we were going to drive up the coast of California, all the way up to the top of it, which is Crescent City, and then come back down through Sacramento, which is all farmland and stuff like that. Well, the first night we landed in San Francisco, which is about 5, maybe a 6-hour drive up some gorgeous coastline. And then the second night she had booked us in at the bed and breakfast called the Gingerbread Mansion in Ferndale, California, which is right outside of Eureka. So it's about an hour and a half, maybe, depending, from San Francisco. So we got to town relatively early, and I was maybe 12 or 13 at the time. And, kind of hitting that puberty stage where you're kind of extra sensitive to all of the stuff that's going on. And we go to this house, and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. The outside of it's this pretty golden yellow color with orange accents. It's a Victorian mansion. And my mom's telling us, "Oh, we're going to stay here for a few nights. It's really neat." So we go in, we check in, and my sister and I are super excited. So we run back to this room that we had. The room that we had it was called the Hideaway. And I believe that's what it was called. And it had kind of 2 levels. It had a floor on the bottom with a bed in it, and it had this small loft with a second bed in it. And my sister and I, being siblings, we had to find the bed upstairs and not have to sleep with our mom, because ew. And then we stored all of our stuff, and they had these bikes that you could use around town. So we ran around town for a little while. We came back, and what we noticed, first of all, was that it was empty. There was nobody really there because they were out doing the touristy thing. And I don't even remember where my mom was at this point. But in order to get to the room that we were staying in, we had to go through the dining room, and we had to go past this other hallway that came off of the side. What I remember about this hallway is that there was this very green room there. And then the dining room, if it was just my sister and I by ourselves, we couldn't walk through it. We had to run because whatever was there was not okay with us being there. And then this is actually the first time I can honestly say I've seen something. So we run through it. We're a little freaked out. We tell my mom. She kind of blows it off in the way that parents do, that we're just, we're in a new place. It's no big deal. So we have dinner later. I don't remember if it was rock, paper, scissors, or I just out yelled my sister because I wasn't the nicest kid. I got spend the night in the loft that night by myself, something watching me all night long. Very uncomfortable. If you've ever had somebody just staring at you and you don't know what it is, kind of raises the hair on the back of your neck, and it makes you very uncomfortable. That's what was going on. And I remember And honest to God, I wish this was a dream, but there's no way it was. I woke up in the middle of the night and I sat up in the bed in the loft and I looked around. Probably because I had to go to the bathroom, because young teenagers have no like ability to maintaining. You have to go to the bathroom. Anyway, so I woke up, I sat up and I looked around, and everywhere I looked, I was surrounded by fog. I know it sounds really, really weird. We were inside. There should have been no fog in the room. And yes, we were above San Francisco. Yes, there was fog everywhere. So fog makes sense on the outside, but it was around the bed that I was sleeping in. And I was very uncomfortable, and there were weird shadows moving. And at first I was like, well, it's just because it's a new place. And everybody loves your antlers. But it was because it was a new place.
It's the name they gave me. When I switched my headphones out, I had to take my antlers off my pink headphones and put them on here, or else everybody was going to riot.
I love your antlers, by the way. I meant to tell you that
Thank
earlier,
you.
but your antlers are fantastic. So I actually got up and I walked through the fog, and I remember it moving around me the way, if you've ever walked through fog, it kind of does that swirl as you walk through it. You feel it, and it's different. And I went down the stairs and went to the bathroom. And I remember looking around. There was no fog on the lower level. There was nothing there. The only place this fog was at was in this little upstairs loft area. And I went up there again and I was like, this is not okay. And eventually I fell back asleep. And then it was my sister's turn, and she didn't last like 2 hours before she was in bed with my mom and I. So the three of us were spending the time in that bed. I found out later that the house the house itself, the Gingerbread Mansion, had actually during the 30s or 40s been converted into a hospital. And that it was during that time they had surgery center. They had like a surgical room in there. And the feeling of it was just altogether not okay. People had died in there and you could feel it. The house itself really hadn't changed since the time it had been a hospital, because they actually specifically added on to make it a hospital. I found out that the green room that I had walked by, that neither my sister or I could stand to be anywhere near, was actually the surgical room itself where they'd performed surgeries. So what does that mean?
It's like the murder house.
Yeah.
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 Don't go in the basement.
Don't go in the basement. Yeah. No, it was not an okay place to stay. If you're somebody who's sensitive, if you're a thrill seeker and you want to be like, get that feel of being like somebody staring at you all night, maybe something moving when you're not expecting it, absolutely. Fantastic place. And I heard years and years later, probably just a few years ago, because it's never left my mind, that it actually made it onto one of the lists of the most haunted inns in America to go to.
Oh, wow.
Now, did your mother know all of this whenever she took you guys there?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Say, bless her heart.
I mean, as much as I would love to say maybe, no, she didn't. She had too many weird experiences when she was growing up in Europe. She would not have put us through that. So, yeah, no, it wouldn't have happened.
See, that would be the type of mom that I would be. To be like, yeah, we're just staying at this really cool bed and breakfast.
Right.
Just sitting there waiting for the kids to come in and be like, oh.
Dreaming.
I mean, honestly, I should probably take my kids there now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, definitely. My son would love something like that.
It's really, like I said, I've read about it. They did a special called The Haunted Honeymoon, where they were taking couples around and letting them experience the haunted rooms at various hotels and stuff. So that was actually on it.
Why are they doing that for their honeymoon?
That's something we would do.
I mean, let's be honest, a lot of people would do it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking it might kill the mood a little bit.
Maybe they like to be watched. I don't know.
Fair.
I like her. I really like her.
I mean, it's not a me thing, but I know lots of people. So,
That's fantastic. It sounds like an amazing place overall.
well, if you can get past that like overly Victorian, super floral everything, if you can get past that, it really is really neat.
Yeah.
Did you know that you're getting married, Antlers?
Well, he's my first ex-husband, which I should probably tell him. He hasn't been here the last couple weeks, so he might be getting those papers soon.
I mean, if he cannot be there for you, divorce is a thing. Just saying.
You listen to that.
Look at where girls put me. I'm down in a corner. You can't even see me.
We made you the invisible man.
There'll be perks to that, but we won't go into that on this show.
Erin, you want to come back Saturday?
Some people like to watch. I'm just throwing it out.
I'll tell you what, let me find a Saturday I'm not working overnight and I will be here.
That's right. You better be listening loud and clear.
I said in the group chat on in Messenger, I'm just going to drink this episode. So if there's weird sound effects, it may not be the computer.
Okay, I'm just saying that sounds a little dangerous.
Yeah. Mute, please. Mute, please.
All right. Yeah, I'm muted.
I mean, admittedly, there's probably a few sounds we don't need to hear.
Yeah, that's yep. We're
there.
Yep. Yep.
Erin, have you discovered any haunted places in Tennessee? Have you been anywhere in Tennessee yet?
Everywhere out here. Yeah. It's different here. In California, everything tends to, for lack of a better word, coagulate in a few places. It tends to kind of bunch up. Here, I think the best way for me to describe it is it's kind of this weird creeping fog. Actually, I had a Bible thrown at me not too long ago. We going to a place called Cades Cove, which is this very historic drive through the Smoky Mountains. It's fantastic. Lots of animals and everything. Yeah. There's a few churches there. Well, one of the churches was a Methodist church, and I grew up Methodist. My family was long-term Methodist, so I was like, we're going to stop because, just for that historic thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I love cemeteries. They're very peaceful.
We're right on board here, all of us.
Yeah. Yep. I think cemeteries are the most peaceful, wonderful places I've been to in a long time. But
there's a lot of people to listen.
Exactly, and nobody talks back.
Sometimes.
We try to avoid those cemeteries. We like them when they stay in the ground and don't talk back.
At least if they're going to talk back, at least let it be nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah. Well, this particular place, we went to the Methodist church, the old Methodist church. It's on one side of Cades Cove. The other side is Baptist. So we went to the Methodist church. And my family and I, we all go in there. We tour through the cemetery, and I'm like, oh, this is really old. Look at these graves. There's just really old. Oh, look, there's a lamb on top of that grave. Do you know what that means? Yeah, I'm running through it with my kids. We go into the church itself, and I'm like, no, I don't like it. I don't feel okay here.
The vibes are not vibing.
No. Well, I mean, they could be vibing, but not on a level I wanted.
But not with me.
Exactly. So we go in, and in old Methodist churches, there's two doors. So we kind of went in it's supposed to be one side is for men, one side is for women. That's just the way the historic Methodist churches go.
See, I grew up Methodist and I didn't know that.
There you go. History lesson 101 with Erin. There you go.
I'm down for it.
It's fantastic. Haunted history. How about
Yep.
that? We'll go with that.
Yep.
I went in, we all went in one side of the church, and I was kind of following behind because I'm not feeling okay about this. And usher everybody out. We go around all the way up towards the pulpit and back down the other side of the church and out through, I believe, was the women's door. And I'm kind of shooing them out. I'm halfway down. Keep in mind, there's no wind. There's nothing that would definitely not push a hardbound New King James Version Bible off of the pulpit. Not even just push it off, much less.
And like, are we talking about like the big ones?
Not
like
the. I mean, if you like the really big ones,
Who doesn't like the big ones?
How big's that Bible, Erin?
I only like them like that. If they get to be too big, this is a little scary.
This is a scary Bible.
It's scary. But it was one of a kind that you would find in any church. It was just the normal kind of book-sized one. But a book-sized anything.
I was thinking like, because on like the pulpit of our church, we had like if you closed it and sat it up, it was like, it was a big one. So I'm thinking like, if that came flying off, then we really got a problem.
And luckily, it wasn't that big one. It wasn't the altar one. It was like the pastor's one that was sitting on the pulpit itself. It wasn't the historic one.
Mm-hmm.
But I was about halfway down the church in the pews, and I hear this thud behind me, and you just get that feeling once again. I turn around, and out of nowhere, there is a Bible on the floor behind me.
Was it open?
It was not, thank God.
I was gonna say, all right, then you got to tell me where it opened to.
Yep.
But see, the fact that it wasn't open almost makes it worse. Because,
Yeah.
It was like,
what was the intention?
I think it wanted to just throw it at my head and get me to leave.
Get the F out.
Exactly. I don't think it was trying to convert me. It was just like, shoot, be gone.
That church had a built-in Bible thumper.
My mom and I stopped at that church.
It's just not a
once,
live one,
and
though.
right before we went in, my mom stopped me and she was like, "I'm not sure you should go in." She was like, "It might burn to the ground."
Thanks, Mom.
I keep saying if I ever go to a Baptist church and do the whole gonna get dunked baptismal thing, I'm gonna put bath bombs in my pocket.
Yes.
Just start flailing wildly.
Yes.
With the bath bomb so that it starts, and color starts coming out. Yeah.
Do like Alka-Seltzer in your mouth. So
just pop up. I feel so much better.
See, y'all are giving me bad ideas now.
That's what we're here for.
I absolutely love it. Let's do this. Bad ideas are great.
They are. See, Glenn, now you have to give me control of Streamlabs so I can kick you out now.
Apparently you already have, so.
Oh, so there's some sabotage going on right now.
No.
Is that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's a corporate takeover. I'm kind of worried, so.
No, that would be what's considered a hostile takeover. We now own 60% of this company.
what was
We
it,
are
like
the
2 or 3
majority.
weeks ago we kicked him out? He was just
Yeah.
gone.
This is horrible. It's like being married all the time.
That's
So Erin, I wanted to ask Erin a specific question about Knoxville.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any? We did me and a friend of mine did a ghost tour, and that was kind of cool because down in downtown Knoxville there was a lot of cool things, and everything was attracted to us for some weird reason. Shocker.
Can't
Um,
imagine why.
yeah. Um, are there any hot spots that you know of that you go to? And I'm going to mute myself again. So.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I try to avoid hotspots. I actively really don't pursue locations or things or entities or energies. They tend to find me regardless of where I am. Um, and so, because I hate to use the word traumatized, but let's be honest, I've been semi traumatized by a lot of this stuff. I have actually locked it down to a point
Oh,
where
so do you have it in a nice little tin box like The Shining, where you just lock it away?
I mean, mine is actually like made of the blood of my enemies and things like that, as any good woman's would be.
True.
um,
Very true.
it's actually like something that I taught myself. I read books, I've studied things, I've tried to figure out ways to help myself and to help a few of the people that I know who were in similar situations. And it all comes down to figuring out how to build your wall, how to protect yourself. And it's gotten to the point, I'm 46 years old, so I've spent a lot of time figuring out how to keep things away from me. I think lately we've had issues with something not really super great trying to visit my husband and I here in our home. And one of the things we figured out is what direction it comes from. And we're trying to figure out how to help, but we don't own the home that we're in yet. So anything that we do
Anything
to
you do
help,
has to be able to be undone.
right. And we are working on it. We are working on owning the home. But until then, it's kind of one of those situations of, do I do something that will have a limited impact currently, because the only people who are really being affected by it are my husband and I? Or do I just wait until we own the home and then go full bore with the salting, the saging, and crystals and things like that? And, yes, I studied into Wiccan and paganism a little bit. I grew up in Christian religions. I've been exposed to Catholicism. I've done a lot of religious research in my time. I am personally not religious. I believe that I'm faithful. I know that I feel like there's something up there. Up there is a loose term, but you know what I mean? Because there's too many unexplained things.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not willing to commit to any one
Entity per
process.
se.
Exactly. And so because of that, I turn more towards earth-based things when it comes to understanding what's there, because
Mm-hmm.
I know there are things that I've experienced things, and I call them energy because I'm of the firm belief that everything is energy. Everything is energy. And I'm of the very firm belief that there are things that you can do to protect yourself. A lot of it's just scientific.
Mhm.
And I'm not a scientist by any means, but a lot of it is. I will say that since we moved here to Knoxville, my husband hasn't been talking to me at all, very minimally. She used to talk to me in California a lot. Like, we have conversations, for lack of a better. It's really hard to have a conversation with a dead person, but as much as we were able to, I knew she liked sleeping with the fishes. So to explain, my husband's mother is cremated. And after she moved herself around in the garage a few times, long story there, we decided to bring her in. We had, in Southern California, we had like a huge 55-gallon fish tank. And we thought, we put her next to the fish tank and we made a joke about sleeping with the fishes. She loved it. She thought it was fantastic. She wanted to sleep with the fishes. So we made plans for my husband and I. We're going to be cremated when we die. And we're going to have ourselves blown into a floating fish tank globe thing. I don't know how to explain it. That and possibly a Christmas tree ornament, because that way we can spend holidays with our families.
Well, so now to add to that list, you now also have to be cremated into like a set of skeletons for Halloween.
Oh, why?
Are.
Wait, why just for Halloween?
Well, I mean, well, fair. I mean, you did have that one for 3 years, so
Oh, it's still out there.
right. Well, then there you go.
And then I have my entire collection of skeletons over by the fireplace. That
Just
my
hand them out to everybody. Is just here you go. Here's a little bit of Erin.
yeah. Here's a
Erin,
little
I
bit.
think you're my new best friend.
Oh, that makes me
I have
happy.
skulls everywhere.
Her house is
that makes-
beautiful.
That makes me so happy. I mean,
I have skulls everywhere, like everywhere.
oh, those are so pretty. I'm working on
I
it.
love it.
I have plans for more tattoos, and they actually involve like Allison, like old school original, like Lewis Carroll, Alice in Wonderland stuff, and maybe a few skulls here. Oh no, that's a fantastic idea. What if you turned all of the characters from Alice in Wonderland into skeletons?
Ooh, like Nightmare Before Christmas type.
Yeah, but Alice in Wonderland,
Yeah.
What? Just
that.
Well,
Alice
because
in
like where I
Wonderland.
have like a rabbit, I have like rabbit stuff everywhere. So it'd be great to have like a March hare that's like Two-Face almost, like half, or like
Ooh.
Corpse Bridey.
That could be
Mhm.
very cool. I think I did. I got the bunny this year. I have a skeleton bunny. I consider oh yeah. Halloween is the time when I buy stuff to decorate my house year round.
Mhm.
Yeah, I bought
right.
stuff at the dollar store the other day to decorate my desk for at work. And my coworker was like, "Oh, those are so cute." She goes, "That's a great Halloween decoration." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Sure.
Because it's got
Sure.
they're just like little dollar things. Like one's a peace sign and one is just the hand a weird way, but they were really cool. And I was like, "Oh, these are perfect."
See, that makes it perfect. I mean, you gotta know, you gotta own what you love. I love skeletons, whether I make them myself from the guys down the street who are annoying me. That didn't happen, I swear. Or I buy them at Dollar Tree. I'm happy. So the other kind of rabbit toys are not related to FM radio. I'm not really allowed to talk about that here.
We'll let you use your imagination on that one.
Yes.
But no,
Hopefully have
it's funny because like all beside of my desk, whenever because like my little coven of girls was where I worked previously, and my main coworker like did crafts all the time, so she had made me all kinds of stuff. So now like when I'm sitting at my desk, like all right here beside me and on the little shelves is all the different stuff that she's made me. So it's just kind of like my little jacket of my girls where I'm just like, all right, I'm good.
So I'm kind of feeling like there's maybe another show going on right here called like Creepy Crafts or something like that.
That'd be great.
That would be awesome. I mean, just realistically, that sounds like a good time for most of us. A little wine, a few creepy crafts.
Oh, I'll have to break out my 3D printed mask that I had made. The Immortan Joe mask from Mad Max Fury Road.
Yes.
I have like a little, what I would consider my little altar in the living room that's got like my salt lamp and all my different little things, and just sitting on top is I'm like my Morton Joe mask. I love it. And he deserves to be there.
Nice.
Because anything with art that's got like crazy teeth and stuff, That's like my thing. And those teeth are crazy.
I have glow in the dark skulls that were 3D printed.
Ooh.
I love them.
See, now that sounds like a good time. Anything that's glow in the dark and 3D printed, definitely a thumbs
And
up. for me.
skulls, I'm in.
Well, now that makes me want to like paint this so it'll glow in the dark.
Well, thank you, salty dog.
Oh my god, that's an axolotl.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it cute?
Aren't they guardians to one of like the underrealm passage? I don't know much about like Mayan history or Mayan mythology, so
I don't either, but I feel like you're probably not wrong. But I named her Aquafina. She's so cute.
I love it.
cute. It was an axolotl.
It's a 3D printed axolotl. I got it at the comic convention.
Oh, yeah. Which crystals are we talking about? I mean, the way you guys are going after Shay, I mean,
Literal crystals.
right?
So shoot, mine are right here. We can just. I don't remember where I put my new.
Beginning to wonder, maybe the fans kicked me out of the show. I'm just...
They're just gonna ban you everywhere, Glenn.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. They got me Facebook banned so they can get more shy in.
There you go.
What can I say?
Oh, well. I'll just push buttons.
Oh, there they are. Yeah, when I like the
right over to do harm to your husband. Is that what the hell my wife's doing? Jesus, no wonder you can't see me.
Hey, you said you made her upset.
Shit, I've been on the road for 3 weeks and she stops at every crystal store and she's like, oh, we got to have this one. Maybe that's what it is.
We do have kind of a fantastic crystal store here in Knoxville. It's over in the Clinton area. If you haven't been there yet, it's off of Clinton Highway. And you drive by and the whole outside is like a volcano-y type of a thing. And you go inside and oh my goodness, it's fantastic.
We've got one down the road in Fayetteville. It's called Great Googly Moogly.
Oh my God,
Best place ever.
Great Googly Moogly. That is fantastic.
Yeah, I got the cutest little chubby Buddha from there that is sitting on my desk, and a big piece of amethyst that sits on my desk too.
Nice.
Excellent place. Oh, I do have quartz.
Oh. I'll be honest, most of the crystals that I have were actually given to me by my daughter, Taylor. She lives in Colorado and she's a great believer in crystal and crystal healing and all of that. So every time I see her, when she comes out to visit us, she always makes sure to bring me crystals and things that she feels are fantastic and wonderful. And I don't really have the heart to tell her that every time she does it, I have to purify everything because she has a tag along. And she's had a tag along apparently since she was a young teenager. And it's just, it's a thing that glommed on and decided it liked her. And it's been following her since. And I haven't figured out a solution for her. She's 32 now.
So,
wow.
Is it like bad juju or?
Yeah, it's nothing good. It's impacted her life for sure. Absolutely. She's persevered. She's managed to bring herself and like survive and overcome everything. But yeah, everything that I've ever seen come around her doesn't have nice things to say. Nothing is ever reaching out to say, hey, howdy, how are you? I've had those. But this is just more like, ooh, evil, death, destruction, kill people things.
So with that, I'm curious because we've talked to several other people that apparently Zach Baggins has the same thing with him.
Oh, the TV guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've never met him in person, but I don't like watching him because he's got bad things that you can just feel through the TV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I was
Mhm.
curious your thoughts on that with his whole
Arrogant.
own
That
that
I
too.
mean, he does have some of that 90s douchebaggery going on.
Oh,
God
yeah.
love him. God love him with the hat, the straight hat, and
And he's how
Yeah.
old now?
right.
Right.
And I mean, how long can you actually run around a haunted house and be all like, "Oh, I feel bad. How do you feel?" Like, it's a
Yeah.
little over the top, and it's TV, so great.
Well,
But he,
and you're not 18 anymore to wear your flat brimmed hat and your glasses that have no lenses and your saggy butt pants and your Vans. All right.
Yeah.
exactly.
I did meet him, and he was just sitting there, didn't even stand for pictures with the fans. He had his hat on, sunglasses, you couldn't even see his eyes, and he just sat there, and each person would come up and stand beside him, and they would take a picture.
Just
He wasn't hardly speaking to anybody. Yeah, well,
Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean,
uh,
and it's interesting because I've been to some that he has done profiles on just because it's near enough to where I live that it was a part of my normal everyday life.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's bad. It's some of the places he's been to are absolutely horrendous. Does not allow for the douchebaggery of his outfit though, unless he's like demon attached to him saying, "You must be a 90s douchebag."
which could be
That
happening.
could be what it is.
Apparently, he has quite a lot attached to him, so
He makes me uncomfortable to watch. I mean, I'll watch the
Mm.
haunted shows and things like that, like, what is that one with the detective and the medium?
I don't know about that one.
It's actually that one's interesting because every so often you get a flash that there's actually something there. So it's a retired New York detective, and it may be off air now, you know how it goes. It's a
Mhm.
retired New York detective and a woman who is known to be a medium, and they go to the house separately to investigate it. And then later they're
The Dead
supposed to
Files?
That's it. Dead Files.
Okay. Yeah,
Every
I've heard of
so
that.
Yeah, every so often you get a glimpse of maybe there might be something there, but I'm not what I feel is like he has more going on for him on that side than she does, which sounds really weird, and maybe I'm off in another world with that, but part of it is being, if he was actually see a lot, of things that are not great. I don't know. I've never met these people. I actually try to avoid people who are mediums. So,
Can't really say that I blame you there.
yeah, my husband and I will drive by and we'll see, people who have set out, oh, psychic readings and all of that. And my husband make it a game. Hey, is that one for real? Is that one for real? I'm like, mm-mm. No, 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 no. I think I've said yes one time to as we were driving by a psychic, and
You're getting the divorce papers now.
I mean, he did just say you had a weak mind, so yeah.
Yep. They're being drawn up as we speak.
No, Flex, that's not the show. She was in Ghost Whisperer.
Oh, Jennifer Love Hewitt one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah,
not the
no,
show.
yeah, the Jennifer
Totally
Love
different.
Hewitt one. Yeah.
Yeah, very different.
So, ladies, and gentlemen, what are your thoughts? What are beliefs? I mean, we've never talked before tonight. I don't know anything about you. How do you feel about things?
Well, I'm curious before either of us say anything if you get the vibe off any of us.
Amanda, yes. Shay, maybe a little bit, but it's because there's something that you want to communicate. There's somebody or something that you really feel like you would really like to communicate with. I really feel more from Amanda, from you. I get more kind of the earth connection. And apparently, you're into the kinky stuff too. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's been communicated, so.
And Mr. Man down here, he's kind of in between. He's like, I like what it has. I'm not 100% sure. There might be some vibes. I think there might be somebody in his past who was that kind of turned him onto it, maybe opened him up a little bit, but he's still not 100% sure. But as far as the vibe and feeling like who has what connection to where line, Shay, you're more Earth Mother. You've got a lot of the Earth vibes going on. So for you, it's not necessarily a connection to, I guess you would call it maybe the ether, the vibe that spirits give off. You are sensitive to the energy, but it's different. It's on a different level. Amanda, I would say you are probably more closely connected out of the three of you to the ability to feel, see, or talk to, or hear, because there's a whole different level right there. Other entities or energies. So,
Glenn, what are your thoughts on that?
I just like to watch, apparently.
No, I'm just curious first on what your thoughts were of what she said about you. Because I'm pretty sure Amanda and I are thinking the same thing, because we usually are, but I'm just curious as to.
I think she's pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think if anybody who's a long-term fan of the show knows, the reason I pretty much started this show was because of things in my past and things I wanted to prove or disprove. And so, yeah, and I can't say that I am not a believer, because too many crazy things have happened in my life. Like tonight, show is going great behind stage. Click go live, and I'm in the great Northern Kingdom. So whatever the hell followed me up here killed the camera. It won't unlock for nothing. I've been trying.
It's something that's in that attic.
How did you know there was an attic above us, though? That's the scariest part.
Aren't attics always above you?
No. I'm staying in a, oh gosh, this is an old country farmhouse, and we're in the second story, which was a converted attic. But last night I discovered there was an attic above this. The other night we came home and doors were open, and the people that love the place, or not love the place, well, I guess they love it, it's their place, but that run the place, they were gone. So it was right when that cold snap came in, and yeah, there was some bad energy in here when I came in here. So yeah, I can tell you that. So thank you. I appreciate that, Eldon. Well, I guess, like I said, my mama said I had a face for radio. So. But yeah,
thank you, Salty Dog.
And as far as what is in my past, that's a good question. I tell you what, Erin, if you want to hang on 1 second, I'm going to push a button. We're going to take a pause here for hour 2. Erin, that is Erin. If you're in, are you in for hour 2?
Absolutely. I have to stay up late anyway to keep my sleep schedule. So let's do this.
There you go. I'm going to sound clip those words.
Right?
Yeah, I think she's going to be on another show or two. All right, let me push a button here. Ladies and gentlemen of WDJY Radio Fairfax and WFRN, thank you for tuning in. We will see you again next week. For those of you that want to see us live, we're on Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. on the Sportcat shows on YouTube. Come check us out. Give us a like, share, follow, and subscribe. Stand by for hour 2.
Hi, Rich Fields here, and come on down. It's time for the Sportcat Show.
And welcome back. Welcome back to the Para OR Normal Guyz. I can't talk. I've only had one cider. Hour 2. I will have more cider, I promise, since you can't see me. Well, I could be nude drinking. Nobody knows. So I could be laying on the floor pushing buttons. Y'all never know. So welcome to hour 2 of the Para OR Normal Guyz. We're joined again by Erin and, of course, my wonderful and beautiful paranormal assistant, Cheyenne, and Miss Amanda. Welcome back. Ladies, continue talking all things spooky, witchy, crystally.
Yep.
Find out about these crystals.
Yep.
Okay, I'll beat myself. Carry on.
Yep.
Well, I don't know if you can mute yourself because we wanted to know what your history was. If I got it all right, were you like traumatized by history that opened you up to stuff? I mean, you can't mute yourself on that one. Tell us the deeds.
Well, I did grow up in 2 haunted houses in Northern Virginia outside of Washington, D.C. One of them was an evil entity that haunted my stepfather to the point where, well, it pretty much drove him insane. It followed me to our second house, my grandparents' house in Alexandria, Virginia, a 1940s house. And the spirit there was more mischievous than evil, but it did follow me. My children said that it actually followed me to Knoxville when we went there, but I don't think it did. I think we finally got rid of it. But at some point in time in my life, I was more traumatized by the religious people that came in and wanted to clean everything out. So no, we are not out of hour 2 yet, so we can't talk about the stuff. So hang on. Remember, I can't keep up all these buttons over here and drink. So, but yeah, that's pretty much my story. And I have had several psychics and mediums on the show that I don't know what you mean.
He needs to know more about the house you're in that has the extra attic that you didn't know about.
Well, it's an Airbnb in the Great Northern Kingdom, and it's unique. There's some energy here. I don't know what it is, but there is something here. It's funny. I brought my EMF detector. My wife told me to turn it off. So,
well, she couldn't find it the other day.
I will not sound clip those words.
I want to turn it on.
I will sound clip that. But
that's what she said.
That's pretty much my history. And so I've always been searching, and any other long-term listeners or viewers know that I was attacked on duty by my daughter says it did follow us to Knoxville and to Georgia too. Any of my long-term listeners know I was attacked on duty by Pitbull and taken out of service forever. And there was a voice in my head that said, "Don't get bit." Apparently, I'm a dumbass and didn't listen. It told me a second time. If it had only said, "Turn around, it's behind you." And so
it thought it was being plain enough.
Well,
you can lead a horse, but you can't make it drink. I mean, come on, don't get it.
In my defense, there was chihuahuas on the front porch, okay? And I thought I could kick those little suckers. I didn't see the pit bull that came up behind me. So no, it wasn't any fun. But so I've been trying to figure out since that point what the voice in my head was, or whom the voice in my head was that was telling me don't get bit. So that's been one of my quests. Recently.
Now, don't you have a buddy?
Excuse me.
Yes, he does.
Okay, she can't even see me, and she knows I got a buddy. Jesus, I don't know if I can pull that picture up on here. Do you know what he looks like, Erin?
Yeah. Can you see what he looks like?
I've never met you in person, so I can feel that there's something that hovers around you, and it's, for lack of a better, it's benevolent towards you, but it doesn't like a lot of other people. So,
are you sure that's not? I was gonna say, are you sure that's not just Glenn?
I mean, it might be. I don't know.
Or my wife, just asking, but
we all like to, harm our spouses in their sleep, right? That's a normal thing.
Has that happened to him recently, though?
With
Yes, she did.
the harming of my husband in his sleep.
Has that happened to Glenn recently?
Oh, the benevolence and the anger towards others. I would say maybe 4 months ago, something happened to somebody else that you know. God, this is you know how hard this is to do over a distance. It's really, really hard. It's easier if you're in the room. 3 to 4 months ago, something protected it, whatever it is, protected you and turned around and punished somebody else because they were trying to do something to you. And I know that sounds really vague. Sorry. This is the hardest thing to do over distance. 3 to 4 months ago, did somebody talk stuff about you? Sorry, bad words. I had to remember. Somebody was saying things about you, discrediting you, making you feel bad, putting you in a very negative self-thought situation.
Shay, you want to field that question? Does
Perhaps.
any animal? How about this? Does any animal
Yes!
image come to mind?
That's great.
And something bad happened to them. They were, for lack of a better word, almost self-punished, but not exactly this. God damn it. Oh gosh, darn it. Sorry. Sorry. There's a lot of bad words in my head, and sometimes they just come out to play. Sorry.
They even say it on TV. It's okay.
Okay. So whoever it was, they were trying to discredit you. There was bad juju between the two of you, and he did something that turned it around on himself, and it wasn't him that actually did it. It was your friend thing.
But does an animal come to mind?
I can't tell you that. I have no answer to that.
Interesting.
I can give you like I said, it's hard to be able to read people or talk to people, and you can tell me if I'm full of crap and if I'm just talking out of my
No, because you're not.
No.
Surprisingly enough, she's not.
I've never, honestly, I'm sorry, I've never listened to your show. I've never watched it. You and I met through a group, and you're like, hey, does anybody know how to do any of this? And I'm like, yeah, hey, I have stories, so I'll come on and talk about my stories. And he was like, okay. And until yesterday, I completely forgot I was supposed to do this tonight. And that is the absolute
women.
and that has been the absolute limit of our interactions. So I don't know anything other than you have a thing that likes you and it protects you. It keeps to you, but tends to harm other people who will harm you. So that doesn't necessarily make it good or bad. It's good for you, bad for others.
Hold on, I got to check some things here. Stand by.
That's great, Erin.
You're
That's
real close.
fantastic.
You're real close. And my daughter's in the chat tonight, so she's in there saying, yeah.
And it's funny because out of the three of you, you have the biggest presence that surrounds you. Amanda, you have 3 or 4, maybe even 5 smaller ones that just kind of hover around. And do you hear or do you see?
See
Or is
and
that
feel.
okay? So you have the see and feel.
Yeah.
I have the hear. I have hear and feel. And so you have maybe 4 or 5 things that tend to float around and visit you regularly. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but those are kind of your regular things that come and say hi. Sometimes they tell you things to help guide you, but for the most part, they're just more like friendly little fish that go, hi, 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 hi. So you really have anything that I can tell, but you might be one of those people that I would have to meet in person to be able to tell. Because you're locked. You are locked down.
How so?
I hate to pull the trauma card again, but you have learned through history that
Son of a gun.
I mean, they won't be on camera. But I mean, hey, if you want me to go topless, I don't know.
Hey,
But
I'm not wearing pants right now, so
there you go. But no, you have learned through hard life lessons and experiences to bring yourself like to shove it down, and you have got that crap on lock. You have it only escapes sometimes, but your energies are for the most part very much on lock, and they don't really escape.
Can you tell what it's like when it does?
Have you ever seen that movie Volcano?
Probably.
Okay,
So it's just a cluster F when it does?
it's beyond that. What happens is that
Damn.
everything boils under the surface. Like it's your mind for a while, and then there's like this surface level and subway tunnels where hot lava is killing people right and left and disintegrating their legs as they try and save an old person, or is it a kid? I don't remember. You have to see the movie. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, in the middle of Los Angeles, a giant volcano just goes boom. And then it
Wow.
disappears again. It's a great movie. It's a great B movie. I love B movies. That's one that's worth it.
I need to see that.
Wow.
Oh, and you are salty as crap. Salty. You're
Walking.
huh?
Oh, so
She's
like bitter
walking
about
your
it?
block.
There's bitterness, but no, you just give it all back. Like if somebody comes at you for something, you're just like, I don't think so. Let's do this. But it's not like it's not that deep level stuff. That deep level stuff is way deep down. Like everything when you're talking back to people and you're like, we're not doing this. That's all very surface level for you. That's just sorry, am I doing bad things again? Sorry.
No, it's just funnily accurate.
Sorry. This is kind of what I do. Sorry.
No,
but
because
yeah.
I'll tell you when you say salty, I'll tell you a petty card that I pulled this week.
I love petty cards.
So for that trauma of which you mentioned, somebody decided to show up and say, hey, me and so are gonna be in town. If you want to, I'm here between now and then, if you want to come meet up. I was like, who is this?
That's
Oh,
fantastic.
well, this is so-and-so. Is this Cheyenne? Nah, man, I'm sorry. You got the wrong number.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
You know how long it took to be able to do that?
7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
So you can do. I could see you doing the math. Like,
Mhm.
wait, she's doing the math right there. 7 to 8 years. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's fantastic. Like to be able to get to that level and just be able to protect yourself and say, no, I'm not participating in your games. We're done. And I'm just going to pretend you don't exist.
No,
That's-
because when it comes to the surface, you better just go lock yourself in the other room.
Volcano, Tommy Lee Jones, girl, that's you. Let me tell you. Yeah. And I'm not kidding. There is a guy that's walking through hot lava to toss like somebody off to people waiting as he's dying in the hot lava. It's so realistic. It's right up there with Sharknado, which is another one of my favorite movies.
Love Sharknado.
I'm sorry. Am I bringing up bad things? Because I kind of feel like I'm bringing up bad things, and I'm really sorry. I don't mean to.
No, it's just really interesting.
Interesting good, interesting bad. I don't know what to think about that. And yeah, you are straight fireball, let me tell you.
Get that from my mama. We're very quiet until we aren't.
That's not a bad thing.
Didn't used to be that way, but
Yeah, some things are learned responses, and you just have to take a deep breath and figure out how to work through those learned responses. And some of those learned responses aren't just from human beings. It is what it is. And that's
no, and
something.
I think becoming more one with myself and accepting, you invite the things in, and the word isn't coming to me right at the moment. Your intention is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Once I started focusing so much on that, it was like I had just dropped a 50-pound boulder off my back.
And that's a good thing. That's, like everything. And that goes through every part of your life. The intention to allow yourself to feel things, to block things, to be who you are. It's hard, but it's important. You need to set your purpose, set your intention, set your goal, and move forward with it. And that goes for
And your boundaries.
everything. Yes, and your boundaries. I'm 46 years old, and I am just learning how to set boundaries, and it's hard. It's really hard to do. And, sometimes it involves more than salt, crystal, and sage. Sometimes it involves words. And you have to take care of yourself in every
therapy. And therapy.
I actually had a therapist quit on me, so I've kind of given up on that.
Funnily enough, so did I.
I got you beat. I made one cry.
He's like, well, all your medications look fine. I'm like, that's not what I want.
I was visiting a therapist to help with a dear person's suicide, and they were like, I told them about other stuff that was going on, and they were like, okay, so it looks like you've got the suicide handled. Let's just meet again if you really feel you need to. I'm like, okay.
And to answer your question, Salty Dog, my father.
And then Wendell showed up.
Hi, Wendell.
Perfect timing.
We love you, Wendell. Wendell, you've missed a little bit of the show. You need to go and rewind. These beautiful ladies took me off screen with their focused energy. So I'm just here pushing them.
That was great.
We do
I
love
needed that,
Wendell.
Wendell. Thank you. Yeah, son of a bitch.
You weren't talking about Wendell, right?
No, was not.
Erin, that's great. I didn't know you had this superpower, so to speak. So I'm glad that you came on when you did, because I think
we have
it was
different
needed.
definition. Sorry.
Yeah, well, it did get deep, but that's okay. So,
I took it there. It's fine.
I didn't help. Sorry.
It needed to be said.
Long-term listeners and viewers know that this show has been therapy for me, and I've shed a few tears talking about things too. So, hey, it's all good. That's why we are here.
No, I was crying because I was laughing because of Wendell.
A lot of times, it helps to just air it out. Just talk about it.
See,
Get it out there.
The problem with me is when I do that, it becomes the volcano. That's why it just down there.
Yeah.
Like I said, you have it on lock.
Yeah.
Helps to just let it sometimes.
Not for me. It's like a 3-day headache afterwards.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So what other fun things do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to know that's not so deep and scary, or is deep and scary on a different level, maybe?
Well, I'll throw something at the wall and see if it sticks. I was reading a recent article that said that, I don't remember her name, but she just signed a $100 million contract with SiriusXM. She's a podcaster. She only started a few years ago, and she talks about a lot of things similar to what we talk about with entertainers and celebrities and stars. And yeah, we'll get them eventually.
Do I know the name of said person?
I don't know if you do or not, to be honest. I think she's going to replace Stern. But my question is, we are taking our show in a direction where we're going to be asking questions and talking to people. And yes, with our newfound love audience that we do love, there will be some sex thrown in there. Do you think we're going to gain any more traction? Cheyenne's eyes just got really. Yeah, I didn't mean to. I was going to tell you about that, but yeah, okay, go ahead.
Tell me about what? We're taking the sex direction.
Well, no, we're going to take a little bit.
No,
more,
I already knew that.
We're going to be going more risque with FM and our podcasts. So,
you didn't tell me this.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Excuse me.
I'm not saying we're going to be X-rated. No. But we're going to be talking about things that help people out, and yes, some of that will involve some sex things.
See, that just sounds like a good time to me.
It does solve a lot of problems.
Oh, Wendell.
Wouldn't you like
Wendell,
to know?
I think we heard about one already, so
Sorry.
I wouldn't consider that a secret.
I had never heard about this.
It's not something I try to talk about.
Yeah.
Volcano. Boom. All the boom. Bada boom. Big bada boom.
Big bada boom.
Oh, they love your voice, Glenn.
Yeah, well, I got something going for me at least, I guess. If I don't have the looks, I got the voice, so.
Oh, goodness.
So, no, my question is, do you think our show is going to grow? And do you see, like I said, I'm going to just throw something at the wall and see if it sticks. Do you foresee that there will be some growth to our show more unexpectedly than we recently had, which we do thank the Uncle Rico Show fans for their support?
And you're asking me this?
Yes.
So I'm not a prognosticator. I try to avoid fortune telling tools because I've found that things like to follow me with those. So I used to have tarot decks. I will never have a Ouija board anywhere near me. I've tried runes. I've tried a lot of things. I have found that I am not gifted in that way. From a personal perspective, I could absolutely see that, you could take it that way because, you have a group of beautiful women and you yourself are a fantastic host and you know when to talk and when to shut up and just let us talk. Smartest thing a man can do, by the way. And, you could absolutely take it that way. I think it's just about defining where you want to go. I'm not a fortune teller or a prognosticator. I never claim to have those gifts. I can see what's happened to you, but that's more of an energy thing than anything else. Yeah. So I don't see why you couldn't do it. I think it sounds like a fantastic idea, and it sounds like everything else you have going only feeds into it. From that perspective, the other shows you've talked about, the other things you do, it all feeds into kind of this more lifestyle, open communication, not lifestyle as in lifestyle, but like this kind of open communication and helping people type of a thing, which is fantastic. And she could fall back in love with you if you hadn't already forced the divorce papers to be signed. You did that to yourself, sweetheart. You did. We saw.
We're keeping her. It's sold.
Yep. You hadn't
Sorry.
opened your big mouth. That's you stuck your foot right in it.
Sorry, Erin, but you're about to be made famous on the Sportcat shows. So.
Oh Lord. Well, it's funny. I told a coworker I was coming on a show and I was going to do this because my coworker loves my voice. And she makes me do anything that comes on that requires a broadcast. She says, no, you're doing it because I want to listen to your voice. She made me promise that I would tell her about this so that she could listen to my voice and that she could play it. And I'm like, there's something wrong with you that you like my voice that much that you just want to play it. I'm like, I love you, girl, but maybe not. I don't know.
Okay, well, what was it? What'd she want you to say?
Oh, she just has me. So I'm actually a dispatcher for how to explain it, for a local police agency. And so we have to give out a lot of bolos and things like that. So anytime a bolo comes through, she's like, nope, you're giving it out. You're doing it because your voice go out and you do it the best. So you're just doing it. So I'm going to sit back here and listen while you give out these bolos about these people who are escaped convicts and things like that.
You have a very calming voice.
That's what she says. She says, everything you read is so nice and smooth and calm. It's like nobody actually cares that there's a convict. Nobody cares. They're just going to listen to your voice and calm down. Like, okay, whatever works for you, sweetheart. Love you.
That's great.
You should read audiobooks.
Right?
So actually, there's actually kind
Where
of a
can I
funny
find it?
story there. I haven't done it. Maybe I should. But my husband and I, we really enjoy good scotch and good whiskey. And there's this thing, it's called the Whiskey Bible. If you've never heard of it, it's a fantastic book that tells you all about the releases of scotches, bourbons, and things like that. One day we were sitting around drinking our scotches and I picked up the Whiskey Bible and I started reading I started reading about something and they're like, you realize that that's whiskey porn you're reading. Like you are reading whiskey porn right now. So we actually were trying to figure out how to do it. I'm not nearly as talented as some people who are with us right now, and I never figured out how to do it. So if you ever want to use it, you're more than welcome to. But we had this whole idea about, sampling whiskeys, getting people to come on with us and reading about the whiskeys out of the Whiskey Bible and like this whole thing about it. So there's another genre for you to explore.
See, Glenn, does this happen to sound familiar to something I was telling you about?
It does, but I didn't know it involved liquor. I'm on board. So
It has to involve
Well,
liquor.
It may or may not, but probably not the kind that you're thinking of.
I mean,
No, I'll get on here and drink with you.
I already was.
This is I'm two ciders in. This could be a Misfits episode.
I mean, I'm absolutely willing to come on and read whiskey porn if you need me to.
You know where to find me.
Cheyenne, go ahead and throw your idea out into the ether. I had already given a stamp of approval.
So I had told him that I thought it would be a good idea because Amanda is doing her girls' show, that if we had another one where we read sexy stories.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I told you.
I read all the smut.
There you go.
We could call it like 2-Bottle Tuesday, which is a drinking story that I'll tell you about sometime. It's a thing that involved hangovers. 2-Bottle Tuesday is a thing.
Amanda, what was our names? What did we come up with?
I forget. I had one, and then you're like, I think I'll call it this. I was like, oh, that's good too.
But you said speak sexy to me, and I said Antler's Secret Book Club.
Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the antlers. Antlers are definitely a thing, but I like speak sexy to me. It has that kind of vibe.
It was giving me Jason Derulo, Talk Dirty to Me.
Yeah.
Now I have that song stuck in my head
Yep.
for like the next 4 days.
When she said that, that's what I was just like.
Mhm. That's what I was thinking when I said it. I was like, ooh, speak sexy to me.
The project is
Amanda.
greenlit. The project is greenlit as far as I'm concerned after October. So yeah, that's.
I think you may have found your person there, Cheyenne.
What have I gotten myself into? I'm just going to go back to hiding.
Erin's going to get on here and talk sexy with you.
Absolutely.
Amanda, I had chicken casserole for dinner.
Not chicken casserole.
Yes, it
Was
was
it
chicken casserole.
Yummy.
It was delicious. It's delicious.
You have to tell me if it was juicy.
Did
Oh,
you
it was
lick the
juicy.
spoon?
I did lick
Was
the
it-
spoon.
Okay, so now there's a whole different genre of reading recipes.
Oh, hold on. I can just read you a clip out of my book I'm reading here.
My Nielsen
Hold on, let me-
ratings are going up. I can feel
Hold
it.
on.
So.
Let me
No,
find a
wait,
good
maybe
spot
it's
here.
not that. Maybe it's something else going up. Never mind.
Warren.
Hold on. I gotta find a good spot here. The security agent gives me a nod, letting us know all is well. So we push through the door. Remington is there, waiting. I knew he would be. I delayed deliberately, waiting him to be impatient and off his guard.
I just want to throw this out into the ether. Also, Warren showed up. The time lotion was mentioned.
Right?
We summoned him.
Oh my gosh.
We were talking about you earlier, Warren. You're welcome.
That's the point.
Oh, I can keep going.
I'm like, wait, let me go through my Kindle here real quick and
I
see
know.
what
I'm
I have.
like, hold on. Let me look at the 6 other apps.
Nook, Kindle, Galatea. Some of them get pretty good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta have me an RC cola with that cream pie. That's me reading.
Sound clips.
Give-
Oh, the sound clips.
Give me a Bud Light, and I'm gonna drive my pickup truck down the road and pick me up a dog.
A dog.
So
Did
is
you
that a
find that
company-
dog on Yahoo?
That Yahoo? You see that Yahoo walking down the street? He needed to take a ride at the light, and he totally missed it.
His mama gonna burn his britches when he gets home.
This is
Oh,
what
the
happens
level.
when I'm get off the screen. This is what happens. Y'all just take over. So.
Magic. It's magic.
I don't hear anybody complaining, so
No.
The
I'm
chat
glad you
is
can't see
very
me.
upset. Just put yourself back on mute. We don't need to hear it.
Okay.
No,
I'm not.
that's for
standing up.
us.
I only stand up for Shay.
She would hurt you. El Diablo, she would hurt you.
In a headlock.
She only puts one person in a headlock.
Gets them too close to my boobs when I put you in a headlock.
It's my favorite place to be.
it's like motorboat thing, just lock them in and be all. "Whoa."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how I like to start my morning.
Lock them in, smother them.
Brink of death there a little bit.
It's like taking them to the Waffle House. You throw them in there, they're smothered, covered.
Yep.
That's like the song I was telling you all about. My husband is a death metal singer, and I told him they need to sing a song called Death by Double D's.
There's another month's suspension for me.
Hey, Hey, the weapons aren't even out and proud. See, I knew it was going to be a hit.
You know, my only fear is that the chat won't be able to take another 25 minutes before we get to off the FM. So still I'll be.
Well, I can just keep reading if you want me to.
No. They'll already have their beach towels out and walking away with a smile on their face.
I think you're only gonna have to talk for like 10 minutes, maybe, and they'll be good. Like, all
And
done.
And that
Thanks.
was chapter 2, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you back here next week.
Yeah, I can see this is gonna work. We need to do this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I'll throw some wine or some Sunny D vodkas on the table.
Glenn, you were doubting me.
No, I greenlighted it. I said that you.
Yeah, but you said you didn't get it.
I said it. Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, we can't have that.
Oh, Shay and I would definitely live in a cabin in the woods.
I'm
With
moving in next week, so.
But with Wendell?
Oh no, not
Oh
with
no.
Wendell.
No.
I thought
Together.
the two of us.
Well, I mean, just because Wendell is there doesn't mean he has to be there. He could
Wendell's
be under
always
the porch.
Wendell's always watching.
I mean, he could be under the porch like a good boy.
I'm not going to open up that can of worms tonight.
I take it this has been open before and it leads down some really dark and slightly disturbing roads.
We are very dark and disturbing.
I found my people. Yay!
Yay, we licked her. Now she's ours.
Claimed.
Now, see, that just sounds like a time.
We're keeping you.
Maybe one day I'll wear a low-cut shirt and they can look at my boobs too.
Well, then you gotta come back Saturday so I can wear my tube top.
The two tops are good things.
Right? Wendell.
Erin got licked. We're keeping her. She's claimed. We licked Erin. She's ours.
Ours, not yours.
He did zoom in really fast on that.
OURS, ours.
I am
Speechless
so
over here.
Take it off the screen already. Jeez.
Sorry, my other hand was busy. Give me a minute.
I think Glenn totally gets the idea now.
Yeah.
suggestion: buy stock in Kleenex and Vaseline before we go live with this. And
well, Wendell, we may consider it, but you have to stay under the front porch.
We'll make this behind our paywall. So
Yeah.
My goodness.
the Uncle Rico fans are.
I want to start seeing the super chats roll in.
Oh Lord, we're not monetized yet. We can't get them, but so.
Well, when we do, that's what I'm saying. That's when I want to see.
It.
Oh God.
Maybe we could talk about paranormal porn.
oh,
Hold on. Where's Valerie?
I read some of that too.
Yeah, we need it. Where's Valerie? Dang it. She's supposed to be getting back to me on when that book is coming back in stock. We had a guest on who writes cryptid erotica.
Oh, okay.
So she had sleeping with Sasquatch, cuddling with Chupacabra, and something with the Jersey Devil.
Jerking with the Jersey.
See, that was my first thought, but that was not what it was. So
Okay. I mean, it's
hold
just
on, now I'm gonna have the J&J.
Yeah, it's that whole alliteration thing. It worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me
Now I'm gonna have
personally-
to look it up now.
See, for me, I'm about like I love a good fairy porn or something like that. I mean, that's where I'm at. Get me some of that good stuff.
Yeah, I didn't think that I was gonna like the werewolf books as much, but it's very tasty.
It is, and it's not like they're having sex in dog form. Although there was one book I read where they did. That was a little weird.
I have not come across that yet. So
I did once, and it was not my personal taste, but I could see how some people who are like into tentacle porn and all of that stuff.
it was
well
naked.
written.
It was naked with the Jersey Devil.
I miss the alliteration. Sleeping with
Yeah.
Sasquatch.
Yeah.
We
Which
need
I
some of
said
that.
she needed to make a Mothman one, but then I think, what you would go to with Mothman there. So
Another M word.
Yep.
Unless he had mommy issues, and then it could be a whole different thing.
Mothman mommy.
Oh, see? Perfect.
Oh, sign me up.
I'm feeling like there should be a collaboration that happens there.
Yep. Agreed. I'm going to have to send her another email.
I just want you to know, in the side chat I'm getting on my phone from other people, you three have traumatized Andy.
Yeah.
I got a message from
I was
Andy.
getting them too. Oh. Okay.
See,
I don't know if
tentacle
that's good
porn.
or bad. Have you been to a Spencer's lately?
Mm-mm. No.
The specific section has gotten very specific.
Tentacle wise, I mean, I've seen that
Yes.
stuff online, but
No, it's you can walk up and pick it up right off the shelf. Suction cups
Huh.
and all.
But do the suction cups suck? Like there's
I don't think so.
oh. If you're gonna have suction cups, they should have like that suction.
Yeah. Agreed, but no, they're just weirdly colored and you can purchase them right there in the store.
They just
I think
sound
it's
a
more
little
for show.
painful. I don't know.
Yeah. I just feel like it would be difficult to clean.
Yeah, you'd have to like send everything like through a dishwasher or something. I don't.
Yeah,
how
and
could you
then
get, like-
I don't think you'd want to.
no. And
Warren, I'll send you a link.
if you have a partner that's adventurous, it's kind of a one and done deal. I mean, you can't go
If you
there.
if you have to go to the hospital with that, then
That would not be a call I'd want to answer.
I was gonna say you're gonna be one taking a call for that.
Oh my God. I actually took one the other day where a guy was like, I done see everything now. I done seen everything. He's a truck driver.
He done seen it.
Yeah, he said, I'm done seeing everything. He said, there's a young lady. Her pants were in the passenger seat. She wasn't. And, he's driving down the road. Apparently, the young lady had come over into his lap. So now the great debate in the center is, was she facing the windshield or was she facing him? And where did her legs go in all of this?
She must have been really short.
Yeah.
Oh, how?
Yeah. She was steering something.
Right?
I mean, her legs could just go over his, I guess.
Maybe he's really tall, so he had to have the seat all the way back to reach.
Yeah.
So
But see, these are legitimate questions.
We need the answers.
I mean, suddenly I wish there was like video I could go back to reference, but there isn't.
Just no, she should have flip-flop it. That would have been better. Flip-flop it.
Or was she pedals? Like with her hands, was she like head down? That could be an interesting thought.
Oh dear God.
You are such a liar. We do not. That takes the fun out of it.
He's your super fan, right? He's like,
you could say that. You could say that.
Hey, as long as you're having fun with it, that's what counts, right? He looks like he wants to have a lot of fun with you. Just saying.
I'm a fun time.
I cannot doubt that. You seem like you would be.
We do have so much fun.
I'm going to get a message about that later.
For those counting the clock, we have 10 minutes left before we're non-FM friendly.
Gosh, and it's not even a Saturday.
Yeah, I know. It's great. This one out on WLRF.
That was such a nice long sigh.
Oh, well. So maybe since we've traumatized
Sorry.
We just like, nope, cut. Time out. Time out. Time out. Oh my God.
Did anyone else get this text from Andy with all the emojis?
I didn't know if it was good or bad.
Well, the tongue is sticking out and it looks like they're sweating. So,
I think that's a good thing. I mean, the last time I had anybody that looked like that, it was a good thing.
Oh my God. Who's looking into gynecology?
He heard there's a lot of openings.
I can point you to a place.
God.
Sorry, not sorry, Andy.
Hey,
So
Stormy.
He's
Stormy,
such
I
a
love
great
Patricia
guy.
Briggs. Patricia Briggs is fantastic, by the way.
So I was going to ask Erin, since Andy is not on screen, and Andy is one of our co-hosts on another show, actually 2 shows, and we love Andy to death. By any chance, do you get any vibes about Andy? Just asking. Dear God, as she comes back, he's perverted. He's cut.
Right? I told him, I said, you should be on here, Andy.
I am not right now, actually, probably because I haven't heard his voice or seen him. And a lot of what I do and a lot of what I feel has to do with a sound. I hear and I feel, and since I've never heard Andy, there's not a lot that I can tell you.
He talks way too much.
Yeah.
The word in edgewise anyway.
Exactly.
I offered him the link, but he said he's traumatized enough.
Oh my gosh. We love you, Andy. We love you.
8 minutes.
Is that all it takes? It's just 8 more minutes. That's it. Just 8 more minutes.
Hell, I was out 5 ago, but that's another story.
Hold on.
He just saw my message.
Hold on.
And he just Andy's writing me back now. 8 minutes too long, LOL.
It would have been better if he said 7 minutes too long.
I hear my dog calling me. What is that?
Dear God.
So, Erin, I don't know if you were a very good medium or not because you didn't see this coming. So,
Well, I saw a lot of other things coming, but that's a different story.
Or did you?
Well, depends on if my eyes were open or not.
Do you prefer them to be?
Not if things are getting in it. No. That's why they make safety glasses.
TikTok. TikTok. Oh God. Oh geez. We love Andy in his wheelchair.
Oh my gosh.
Erin, your face. Your face.
I'm like, back it up. This is a story. I don't play poker. In case you can't tell, I don't play poker very well.
Oh God. Oh.
This has been fantastic.
Glenn, I feel sorry for your daughter.
she's a hell of a night to watch. Listen, whatever. I don't know.
Oh, you all want to hear something really funny? My husband hasn't
Was
watched
Adir watching you guys too?
the show, and I sent him the link to watch tonight.
Oh.
He also had no idea what he was getting ready to hear.
Yeah, that's probably 2 thumbs down I get for this show. So.
Or 3 thumbs up, depending on who you're talking to.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Oh my God. What kind of stories does your husband like, Amanda? Oh God.
I mean, they sing about doing it with dead chicks, so
I can just read him the lyrics to Living Dead Girl then.
some of their songs are crazy.
Wendell, not if it's you teaching him. Oh gosh. Ugh.
I think I like this better than the werewolf.
I still want to know about the weather.
Andy said, I feel sorry for Glenn right now. Poor guy, outnumbered.
I messaged him back and said, I don't.
I'm going to say he's having the time of his life.
I mean, he is getting a little bit of a 3-on-1 action going on right now.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad of a thing for him, right?
I somehow don't think he does, Warren.
I gotta say, this is great for my ears.
Wow. It's been a great night. This has been a lot of fun. Erin, you have to come back.
I will absolutely come back, and I'll make sure I have more wine next time because
yeah, I'm empty myself.
I still got some of this cider left, so
I left my wine in the car.
I had to stick with water tonight.
Vodka, it works best. Erin was
I like tequila.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, let me hit a button here and I can just do the Johnnies. We will take them out with our theme song. It'll give us a few extra minutes. So
right.
we are WRFN, WDJY Radio Fairfax, we weren't very paranormal tonight, but we were entertained.
It was. It was spooky. A little
Yeah.
spooky.
It was. It was very good. So we appreciate you listening. Come over to the Sportcat shows, the Para OR Normal Guyz on YouTube. Like, follow, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next week. YouTube fans, hang on a minute. I'm going to give you what you've been messaging me in the background for. If they're ready for it, I don't know if I am.
Hi, Rich Fields here, and come on down. It's time for the Sportcat Show.
And we are back. So I don't know. We may have killed Erin. She's not there. So
She's going to get more wine.
The man and the invisible woman.
It's true. You can't.
But she's there. You don't see her.
And El Diablo says, Andy, he wants you on here. So if Andy says so, I'll send him the link, or y'all can send him the link. So I will. As long as the comments aren't too bad, I will allow my ladies to see them on the screen. So,
well, we can see him anyway.
Well, that's true. You don't have to show them how the sausage is made. So,
I think that's kind of what they're wanting.
I have a scary feeling you are correct with that. So,
Erin, you missed the sausage being made.
Sausage Brigade? Oh, that sounds like a good time. Is that not what you said? No.
But it was better.
Sorry.
That's everybody's new name. Y'all are the Sausage Brigade.
I love it.
Oh god.
I mean, it's accurate.
Oh god.
El Diablo, go over on Discord, round them up. Get the Sausage Brigade in action.
Come on.
Oh my
In the
god.
comments. Sausage Brigade. Sausage Brigade.
We're still live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook is, well, I'm suspended from there because of the weapons. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. But I'm not.
I think it was somebody else personally.
Sausage.
Yes, Andy. Yes, I have.
No. Nope. No, Warren. Down, boy.
Oh my gosh.
So
I warned you, Erin. I warned you.
I mean, I think I might have heard worse at one point in time, but hey, I'm down for it. Let's have a good time. Not that way. No, wait, that didn't come out right.
I'll sound good.
Oh,
I meant talking about it with you guys.
no, that's going to give them more of what they want. No, you're feeding into it.
I mean, you have to feed the beast, right? No?
You said it, not me.
I say a lot of things. A lot.
Oh, don't take the drink. Don't take it.
I mean, I need one.
Oh, there's Warren with the pickles.
So, is it the Sausage Brigade or the Pickle Pack?
Ooh.
No. I gotta think about pickles. No. Yeah, Erin, do you go to Chick-fil-A? And when you get a Chick-fil-A, do you take the pickle off or do you throw it out the window as you're going down the road?
Amanda, I gotta send you something.
And I'll like Chick-fil-A.
What are your feelings on pickles?
I love pickles.
Fuck you,
I'm
Glenn.
outnumbered. I'm
Fits
outnumbered.
in so well.
I'm outnumbered.
Oh, I'm in tears. Oh my god.
I'm outnumbered. I'm
Amanda,
lonely.
Amanda, did you get what I sent you?
Let me see.
Oh my god.
Did Andy send a nude?
Oh my god!
Oh god.
The link to join us.
I'm not that bad, Andy.
I mean,
Oh,
say not
you
that bad, but
Well, that you heard worse.
it's a taste word. It's the taste.
Well, he said he felt bad because you were outnumbered, so I was like, then join us. And nope.
Yeah, Andy's afraid tonight. So
Yeah.
No, he's now afraid to be on any show with me.
what did you do, Shania?
I don't know.
Oh Lord. Ward, go talk him down.
she squeaks. She squeaks.
Andy replied to me. I sent him the link and he said, hell no.
They don't need to know anymore, Erin.
I am not the one squeaking on camera. I'm just the one calling you on it. I mean,
You don't gotta call me on it, damn it.
sorry.
Oh, I can't. Where's my fan?
Deep breath. Take it all. You got this. Just deep breath.
Erin.
Go ahead, Shay. It's your show now. Go ahead.
I can't laugh that hard or I will start snorting.
You're just giving them more of what they want, Erin.
So what you're saying is that we need to practice edging, right?
Oh
I might be able to
God.
take it all next time then.
Just keep practicing. You'll get there eventually.
I think I have some volunteers.
Just a few.
Oh.
Gosh.
See, I told you, you pointed out. Oh my God. I can't.
I sent my husband a text and I said, did you watch any of the show? And he said, the whole thing.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh. Oh.
It reminds me of The Conjuring where they're like, what all did you touch? And she says, everything.
Yeah.
Somebody
He
send
saw
me the link so
everything.
she can get in here.
Send who the link?
Send Tiffany the link. She wants to get in here.
Oh, I don't know that I'm ready for that. Oh, dear God.
Oh,
She's
you
in
know,
a group-
you
She's
know
in
where
a
the
group-
sign up. You know where the sign up sheet is. You know where I hang it.
she's in a group chat, for Christ's sake. All she's got to do is click on it.
Oh God. Oh, I can't.
Oh, El Diablo. He's already finding you right now.
You don't want to cross that line, man. Don't you do it. Oh
Yeah,
God.
I believe we have found our addition, and maybe it is just best for me to be a voice in the background occasionally.
Oh God.
Please.
Oh.
Well, we start with chapter 3 next, ladies and gentlemen.
When we get
Why
to
does she need to be on the laughing picklewood?
Jeez.
Why the laughing picklewood?
I asked my husband, I said, "Can you see the chat?" And he said, "Unfortunately."
oh
I need a water.
Oh, you'll have to be nice, El Diablo. You'll have to be very nice.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I have a wonderful husband. It's all, he's fine.
So what are we going to name this new show? Apparently, that I'm being producing.
We'll come up with something.
I don't even have an idea what it is yet. I'm still drinking.
Yeah, Wendell, I don't think that's gonna happen.
We heard your can, Glenn.
Yeah. Well, that's. I may have to do the third one here in a minute. So
might have to run out to the car.
It's legal there, Shay. It's legal. So.
No, that's where I left rock solid.
I'm not sure I know what that is, but okay.
They know.
Oh gosh.
They know.
Trunk? Is he in your trunk?
At this point.
You might.
Oh God. Yeah, I forgot to let him out for air when I got home from work.
Oh, so he just likes breath games then. It's okay.
What was it?
I said he just likes the breath games. It's okay. You could probably choke him out a little. He'd be okay with that.
Not gonna answer that.
Fair
Well,
question.
Amanda was a professional wrestler. She can put you in a chokehold. So,
I mean, if I was going to be choked out by anybody, Amanda's a good option. You're a lovely lady.
Oh, well, thank you.
I said, how do you think I like to start my day?
And that headlock.
And that's where you'll stay, damn it. I've got to bring him his peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
good God, that's all you feed the man?
And he gets
Just tell me there's a. No, never mind. I'm gonna be good. So, ladies, what is what are we gonna? How are you gonna torture me on Saturday for the Misfits? I mean, we got a great rolling start.
If we told you, then
Yeah.
We'd have to throw you in the trunk with rock solid. So you might like that, though. I don't know. And
you have to split the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm sorry.
I'm just
no
breaking
comment.
and pushing buttons. Go ahead.
No comment.
Oh, will this be my most viewed episode?
It damn well better be.
Yeah, my most viewed episode, and I'm not even in it. What the hell? So, y'all kicked me
Gosh.
in. So, Erin, I'll just throw it out there.
Wendell.
Well, would you like to be a part of this? I have a feeling you fit right in. So.
I really think that I'm good for that.
All right. Well, the audience seems to love you.
Oh my
You
God.
seem to love you. Cheyenne's about to have a heart attack over here, or one or the other. I'm not really sure. So,
I
in the
haven't drank
chat,
enough for this.
Wait, I have a question though. Which is it that's always creamy? Is it the PB&J that's creamy, or is it the milk that's creamy?
Both.
Okay, because chunky peanut butter is not great.
No.
No.
No, see, he gets the chunky peanut butter if he's bad.
Ah, okay. Fair enough. I just had to clarify because, he's talking about creamy, so I just had to know what was it that was creamy. That could have
Depends
been
on what. Yep. Sure could have. Sure could have. See, he knows.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure, but I think you all have given Andy a heart attack. So
I think so.
I'm slightly on the verge here, but
There was no way he was joining in on this tonight.
no, I sent him a link.
Did you get the real long? Hell no.
no, I just got the I am never being on a show with you again.
I think he blocked me. One of my own co-hosts. No, he's a good sport. So he may not come on with you anymore, Shay, but Wendell. Is Wendell drinking or is his blood pressure medicine kicking in? I don't know which it is. Well, we are off FM, so we're getting YouTube worked up. I don't know. What's our viewer count? I haven't looked, so. The bad part is Erin doesn't know who Andy is, so.
Nope. He's either super straight laced or he's your local serial killer or both, kind of all mixed in. A little bit of both. Okay. A little bit of both.
Gosh.
I'm waiting for the message any minute now. Fuck you, Wendell. Fuck you.
Well, I mean, all the best serial killers do appear normal, right? On the outside. So, I mean, isn't that the way it's supposed to be?
Depends on how good or bad he is.
Fair. I guess I'll just have to meet him and find out.
Oh my God. That was not an invitation. Oh, dear God.
Hello.
Hi.
Well,
Hi.
Tiffany, your audio stuck. Turn the other camera down or whatever you got on.
I don't have anything on. I'm
Yeah,
sitting
okay.
in the house by myself.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you guys are on the TV, but that's muted, so.
Okay. Well, make sure it's muted. So, Tiffany, this is Cheyenne and Amanda. I believe we've met them before. This is Erin. She's in Knoxville near you. So,
I'm in Greenville.
Okay. Not too far away.
Nope.
I don't know how to introduce you, so I'll just let you do it, Tiffany.
We want to formally apologize first.
For traumatizing me, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because, this is my dad that you guys are talking about. And it's
For the
only
record, she's not
little
talking about
cringe.
Andy.
We don't talk about Andy. So sorry, Andy. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, God.
And now I have a Disney song stuck in my head for days.
We don't talk about Andy. No, no, no.
No, I was like listening to you guys on the way home and talking about witchy stuff, and I was like, I can't talk about any of this because I'm driving, and you guys were talking about crystals and stuff. So, I'm the family witch. So, and some of the stuff you were saying about Dad. Listen, everything follows him around. So there's something that really likes our family, and it hangs around behind us. And yeah, and if you mess with us, you get that, and there's no controlling that. So you can't.
Yeah, that's the way it happens sometimes. And I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing if you're not messing around with him, if you're not doing something that has a negative impact on him. If you are, then you're going to get the short end of that stick. You might have more of a prankster on your hands than anything else. They might play the occasional joke on you. You might find something going missing and then finding it in the weirdest place where you don't expect it. That might be what you get out of that particular spirit or energy. But for the most part, it's fairly protective of at least your dad. So.
Oh, no worries. It does things to people who play with me too. So.
Okay.
It's a family thing. I don't know if it's related or to us or not, but it definitely follows us around quite a bit.
It's one of those things where to get a better read, I'd have to meet you in person. Like I get a fairly good read if I can hear your voice, if I can see you, if I can talk to you, but in person
is way easier. Yeah.
Better information.
I can sense things. Sometimes I'll hear things, like Dad was talking about how he heard a voice that said, "Don't get bit." And I have voices that talk to me too, and sometimes it's like, should I? Is that me, or is that a higher version of myself? I don't know.
Yes, both. Sometimes it's your unconscious being just saying, "Hey, you need to actually pay attention to things," and other times there's a thing that just tells you to stop doing it or do it because it wants to keep you safe.
Then my unconscious being likes to put on my playlist in my head and then just keep hitting the next button, play like 30 seconds of the song and then hit the next button.
So my problem is that over here I see That's Why I'm Here. So now I have James Taylor in my head now. Like everybody else pushes my buttons.
You're beautiful. That's James Blunt.
Yeah,
Sorry,
different
wrong
James.
one. It was a James. I was close.
Close enough. My music buttons are easy to push, unfortunately.
Now I'm gonna have to go listen to the whole Encanto soundtrack.
God, yeah. I've never even seen the movie, but I know the soundtrack.
That is a terrifying comment, just for the record.
It puts the lotion on or it gets the hose again?
Clearly.
No, that's rock solid.
Highway to hell. Stop it.
Damn it, Wendell.
Yeah, Wendell needs to go into the porch.
Back under there. Get.
So I had a really weird experience on my way home tonight. I've never seen a solid black possum before, but it came directly at me, and like I was like, "What is that?" So I started slowing down and like swerved to the side. I'm like, "That was a solid black possum." And then I looked in the rearview mirror because there was somebody behind me, like, and there were lights and stuff. But like, it was gone. It was straight up gone. There was like, I passed it and it was.
I think our brains are the same, Erin.
Yeah, and I was not flipping you off. I was flipping Warren off because of that. But no.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But now, I mean, was it like really there? Was it like or was it a melanistic all black possum?
Like it was there. I saw it. Like I saw it and it came at me and it was like running down the double yellow line. And like I said, like there was somebody behind me and then there was a street light and like I could see behind me because it was real bright and just gone. And I was like, where did it go? Did it like latch onto my vehicle as I went by, and now is it like riding underneath it? Like, do I have this crazy?
You have a stowaway,
like attached to me, and it was right around the time y'all were talking about things attaching themselves to people, and I was.
Hey, if all you've got is a solid black possum to worry about, you're doing good.
It's just one of the many things that likes to hang around here, so we don't talk about the other things because you don't give them attention.
Like we don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah, we don't talk about certain things. We just.
If it's stuck in my head, it's got to be stuck in yours too.
Diablo, I have not met Andy in person. I've only been live like this a few times, and he doesn't creep me out. I'm not weirded out by him, so I have no opinion of Sir Andy in any capacity. So I guess he's a good guy. Is that what we need?
Sure.
He doesn't creep me out, so I
He's
have
done
some
his
people who
thing.
creep me out, but
He's not a serial killer, and I can't talk him into coming on. I've tried multiple times. Like I said, I think he blocked me.
Amanda's got to go to bed.
All right. Well,
I have
yeah,
to get up early in the morning.
we have run this show way over. So we will end it real quick here. And Cheyenne, we're going to talk about how we're going to, and Amanda, we need to talk about how we're going to do tomorrow night's show. Now it's wall to wall chicks. Yeah, salty gun. You should have like, follow, share, and subscribe. When Warren, we will
Poor
talk
Andy.
about we will talk about the Big Brother show. By any chance, Erin, do you watch the TV show Big Brother?
I don't. I have the attention span of a gnat on crack, so my TV shows are limited to like 2 or 3 that I watch for 5 minutes before I flip the channel.
Okay. Well, it's a great reality TV show we're all addicted to. So we have a show about it tomorrow night, and then we have a Friday night Grid and Guardian show, which we'll talk about that because I don't know that it's going to go off this week. So
Also, like we don't talk about Bruno.
yeah, we don't talk about Bruno. All right. So,
It's not the kind of spit take I like to do. Thank you.
I'm permanently jaded. So. Well, I think we have a new co-host. If we can talk her into it, so the fans approve, we approve, and there's going to be some new shows coming out. So yes, we do need more Erin. So
Definitely.
Keep on the lookout.
Yes.
yeah, Erin, do you have a bolo to take us out of here? Maybe a sexy bolo.
All units, I-75 south of 152. Be on the lookout for Shay on the loose. Be warned, her tits are hanging out. There you go.
Just free in the breeze.
And her fans approve.
In the video, though, you cannot see the crowd running behind me, though.
That's okay. I don't run. I get black eyes if I try.
Oh, I've let the song go twice now. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Please remember to like, follow, share, subscribe, thumbs up, send us messages on what you'd like for Erin to do for our next solo. Have a good night. We will see you soon. And I will try to talk Andy into coming on. He is seriously tarnished now, so
He's welcome.